and welcome to my channel No First Rule. And the trick which I've prepared for you today is a really good one, especially for the advanced card guys of you. It is not only a magician fooler, it will also fool yourself when you perform it for yourself alone, because the principle behind it is so ingenious. But there is one obstacle to take, which is the Faro shuffle. This is actually not a very difficult slide, but it needs a little bit of practice. Okay, a bigger amount of practice, but once you have got it down, you can do that. And this trick alone is worth to learn the Faro shuffle, I guarantee you that. So enough said, let's get right into the trick. So, I have to play both the magician and the spectator because I'm here so lonely sitting in my room. So I'm telling the spectator, just think of any card. Here are 52 cards and just imagine that these are 52 thoughts. Okay? When you're done, tell me. Okay. Let's say the spectator just thinks of 6 of clubs. Is it okay? 6 of clubs. Okay. While you're focusing on your card, I would like you to cut the deck. Okay. Anywhere you want, and complete the cut. So what you've done is you've coded in your thoughts into the deck, and I will try to find your card without any questions at all. So. But the last thing I would like you to do is, depending on the value of your card, you have to put one card at a time to the bottom. Okay, let's say you're thinking of two of clubs, then you take 1, 2 cards to the bottom. Okay, when you're thinking of an ace, then only one card. When you're thinking of a jack is 11, queen is 12, and king is 13. Okay, I will turn around and tell me when you're done, and try to do that as silent as possible to give me no hints. Okay, so now I've turned around and the spectator takes the deck, and we have chosen the 6 of clubs, right? So he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards and puts the deck down. So now I can turn around back to the spectator. Okay, so you have coded in your card, your thought, into the deck, and I will try to decode it. Okay, let's see. That's good. Done. Let's take the top 4 cards. Just stick your finger out and just put your finger on top of one card of your choice. Okay, I will take a coin here. It's really a free choice. So let's say the spectator has chosen this card. Then you ask which was your card. Or 6 of clubs, right? 6 of spades. That's not your card, but that's why I have this insurance and put out all the 4 sixes. That's Mental Topper by Marlo. Hello and welcome back to the explanation part of Mental Topper by Marlo. Yeah, this is a really nice trick, I think. It's really fun to perform it, and you can, when you can do the Faro, there is nothing else you have to practice, just the presentation. Okay, now I've stopped with this condition where I have all the values together, so 6s, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, Jack, Queen, King, Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have to set it back to the actual setup I need. I have to perform now from this condition on 6 Pharos, 6 out Pharos. So now we are back into the actual setup, which is from top to bottom, Ace through King, Ace through King, Ace through King, Ace through King. Okay. This is the setup you're starting with. So now you can cut the deck as long as you're doing straight cuts and don't disturb this circular stack. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you can also display it for a short time, not too long, because they could see the sequence Ace to King. Okay, then you are asking the spectator to think of one card and to stick with it. So for this explanation, let's say he's choosing the three of hearts. Okay, so while he's thinking of the 3 of hearts, he's cutting the deck, because we know cutting the deck doesn't disturb anything here, because we have a circular stack. So 3 of hearts, and now what I have to do here is glimpsing the bottom card, because I need to cut the deck so that the queen, one of the queens, it doesn't matter which one, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Diamonds, Clubs or Spades, is on the bottom. Okay, and how do I do that? I glimpse the bottom card and take the number 12, which stands also for the queen, and subtract the 1 from the 12. So I end up with 11. Now I know how many cards I have to shift singly from top to bottom, so 11. That I am doing while I'm explaining what the spectator has to do next. So I say, depending on the value of your card, I would like you to take one card at a time and put it on the bottom. When you're thinking of 11, I could do that immediately with 11, but I would divide it in 2 or 3 steps, like when you're thinking of 7, and take 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we need in total 11 cards, and I have put already 7 cards, so 4 cards are left. You say, yeah, when you have chosen 4 cards, then you take 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to the bottom. So what we have done is cut the deck so that the queen, one of the queens, is on the bottom. Now we are ready to go further. Then you can hand out this deck, you can turn around, and the spectator will do the same with his thought of card. We have chosen the 3 of hearts for this explanation, and he will take 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and puts the deck back on the table. Now I can turn around. What he has done automatically is he has put one of the 3 already to the top, because we have started with the queen at the bottom. and it doesn't matter which card he's thinking of, depending on the value. When he takes that amount related to the value of the card, he will automatically end up with the same value he's thinking of at the top. So we are putting the king, ace, and 3 cards to the bottom, and automatically one of the 3s is already on the top. Okay. So now you have to do 2 perfect Faros, but it doesn't matter whether there are 2 in Faros, 2 out Faros, 1 in, 1 out, or 1 out or 1 in. Okay, but they have to be perfect. So I will perform it for you. That was 1. And the second one is following. And while you're doing that, you are talking about decoding the code you have put in initially into the deck by cutting the deck while focusing on your card. So now I've done 2 Faros, and I can put the top 4 cards onto the table, and I guarantee you those are the 4 3s. So now you need a little bit of luck, but it doesn't matter if you miss. Okay, the spectator should put his finger onto one card. Let's take this one, and you're asking before you turn this card around which card he's thinking of. We have thought of 3 of hearts, right? And this time it's a head. Okay, you can stop here, but you can also reveal the other 3s. But it will happen only if you're lucky, but most of the time the spectator will miss, because the chances are like this. And let's say he has chosen this card, 3 of clubs. Oh, 3 of hearts, you said. Okay, it was near, it was close. That's why I have taken the insurance. Okay, that is Mental Topper by Edward Marlo, and you can this was published in the Mint Volume 1 magazine. Mint stands for Marlo in the New Tops. So practice a lot. This is a really good trick, I think, and you will have fun performing it. But now I have to do again 6 Faros to get into the setup. Bye bye. What is this? What is this called?